Hey everybody, welcome back. Odin here. Time for more Orwell. Alright, so we got a few more things to check out on the Thought blog now that it has been unencrypted, or I guess it would be decrypted, right? Yeah, that would be the word. Anyway, let's see here. So here is an article written by our friend Harrison. The fight for freedom will be carried into the streets starting today, and thought will be the spearhead. The government consists only of ass-kissing motherfucking turds. It's very eloquent. Ah, the beauty that is freedom of speech. Isn't it great that in this country I can say whatever I please and no one can hold it against me? It's just my opinion, and you might disagree. You shouldn't because I'm right at that, but yeah, you may say. And you might as well judge me to be an asshole, and that is fine too. It isn't. As long as it will not have legal consequences for me. I think it is a great measurement of the amount of freedom in our country that as long as I am able to write this, and there isn't any governmental lackey taking that statement and reporting it to some superior, we truly are free. George Orwell said, if liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. True that. With the current course towards more and more surveillance, our state of the nation's slow metamorphosis, it is inevitable that this will change one day, and it's damn well possible that day isn't too far off at all. There must be a counterweight to this process, and the answer can only be that the thought no longer stays in our heads. No, we will carry it onto the streets of the nation, become transformed, and by that re-implanted back into the minds. An invincible idea that we shall always be truly free. Alright, so according to this, Harrison has declared thought to be a revolutionary activist group. Whoops, okay, there we go. And of course the thing he fears is exactly what's happening right now. I just reported him to my superior based on what he said. So an activist group after all. And now we know who had the primary say in that. Alright. So Concerned One was that person we saw commenting. Was it on his personal website? I don't remember. This is a great moment. I'm glad we finally get to action. Any plans where we will strike first? Who do you think I am, huh? Of course I do. We will hold a nice little proclamation where we were born. Let's piss off the so-called young elite. No offense, Abe. My friends, though I share your enthusiasm towards acquiring people's attention, it would be better to avoid Stelligan as place of any demonstration for the moment. Because of the increased student fees, the atmosphere is heated up enough as it is. We might be able to get back to Stelligan later on. Ah, what a pity, but you're probably right, Abe. So what about holding a proclamation on a government building, then? Sounds like a worthy first demo. Unroll the banners from the roof, that kind of thing. I think we need to strike into the heart of the everyday people to really cause a stir. We should go for storming a Bonton Mall as our first thing. Maybe even wait till it's all busy, say around Christmas? Although I know we want to gather more people to join us, we should not discuss the matter here. There are eyes out there who might be malevolent towards us. Oh, no. No, Mr. Goldfields, don't be absurd. Alright. So, is the conflict the one right beneath it, or what? Yeah, it is. So, planned proclamation on a government building roof as the first protest, whereas this person wanted it to be at a mall. That's Nina. Oh, that's right. So Concerned One was Nina, that's what we found out. Well, do I know? Well, the first demonstration was... Well, it wasn't at a mall, was it? It was at that... I mean, I guess that would be a government property? Or installation, maybe? I don't know. I think we're going to put this one in. A government building? Holy, that must be it. That's where the third bomb will be. So I guess it was either going to be there or a mall. But which one? Didn't it say? That's all? Alright. If that's all we have, it's what we have to work with. So let's get this interrogation thing going before we run out of time. I'm actually located in the same facility where Miss Watergate is being detained. I'll have her move to an interrogation room and walk across. To cover my identity, I will connect to her via an internal hardline. Let's just hope that what you have provided gives us enough leverage over her. I will open a connection for you to eavesdrop. After all, this is your case too. Plus, we need all the possible info found in Orwell. Hold on. Alright, so here we go. Alright, who is this? Why can't you just leave me alone? Miss Watergate, my name is Symes. Great, Symes. You can go fuck yourself. I already told the other guys everything over and over again. It wasn't me who hurt the we have new evidence that states otherwise. Which is why you're in custody. Again. But that's not what this is about. We're investigating the bombings at Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. I just want to ask you some questions. Cooperate? And it might reflect positively on you. Oh, you want to frame me for this as well? I must be such a busy terrorist I was right here imprisoned while I set up a goddamn bomb at Stelligan? We know you didn't trigger the bomb at Stelligan. Maybe not even the one at Freedom Plaza. We do know, however, you have been in close contact with a group called Thought. What? They have nothing to do with it. I'm going to talk to my lawyer right now. You mean that boyfriend of yours, Joseph Langley? My boyfriend? You know that? We know a lot about you, Miss Watergate. I don't need to call him then. Now shove off. Your defiance towards me is not advisable. What about your parents, Bruno and Alice? They've got a nice company, don't they? Association with a criminal case against their daughter, yet again, could hurt them badly. Last time I was in custody, all they ever did about it was suggesting I'd leave my position as junior COO. Does that give you the impression of a picture-perfect family? True, we didn't find any hints at them helping to get you out by illegal means. We did find some irregularities in their books, though. What? Oh, you haven't heard yet? It's all over the news. You bastard, leave them alone. They might be assholes, but they're still my parents. They don't deserve this. Possibly. Perhaps I can help if you cooperate, Miss Watergate. No way. I won't cooperate with a state puppet like you. Well, have it your way then. We have your confession in regards to that nasty incident with the police officer. You'll have to go through that whole process again. It's going to be a drag on for a long time. And where did you get this supposed confession? I never did anything. Miss Carrington stated this in a conversation with you. Have you been spying on us, you dirty little government fucker? Well, I hope you also noted that she stated this happened in defense. Indeed, we did note that. That does mean you have nothing on me. Seems my colleagues didn't tell you you have been assessed as potentially dangerous, did they? Ha, potentially dangerous, I like the sound of that. Oh, me, so this is not a joke, Miss Watergate. See, it's all in this profile here. In accordance with the safety bill, people being assessed as potentially dangerous may be held in custody for a very, very long time, until they're deemed no longer a threat. Bullshit. You can't just make up something and flag me as dangerous just because it suits your case. It's an official investigative result. We can even double the time span you'll sit in here with a police record like yours. No, why? I hope you'll like your cell, and your cellmates, but cooperate and avoid this at once. Why are you doing this to me? Just answer my questions, and I might be able to help. I don't know what you expect from me. I first went to the Freedom Plaza demo. I don't know much about their plans. We know that Mr. O'Donnell had plans to have a kind of proclamation on the roof of a government building. Do you know which one? A government building? No, I never heard anything like that. Think, Miss Watergate. They have to have mentioned anything remotely like that. Damn it, I don't know. There was nothing. There has got to be something. Talk! No, there wasn't. There never was. Never, I swear. I don't know. This is it, Miss Watergate. The interrogation is over. Alright, so Symes is a little worked up here. That did not go as planned. Not at all. Damn. Yeah, he's getting a little hot under the collar. I wonder if we went wrong somewhere. About this place. So, what do we do now? We're running out of time and options. Evacuate just by making educated guesses? That would cause a PR disaster. We need ideas, and fast. Else... Oh, here we go. We were wrong. It was the mall. The Circle Mall hit by terrorist assault. Well, shit. No. We could have prevented this. We could have... I know it. If only we had done things differently. Well, how are we... How... It was a... I mean, it was a 50-50 shot. How the hell were we supposed to know that the mall was a more likely target than the damn government building? It was, you know, it was a toss-up. I don't... Shit. There's going to be some serious fallout from this. I'll do what I can to keep us both in a job. Yeah, tell them it... what the hell? It was a 50-50 shot. How could we have known? We need to pull this group apart. Tomorrow we'll have serious look at the remaining member, this Nina. Until then, you are dismissed. Shit. I wonder what... There must... I mean, it can't just be a 50-50 toss-up. There had to have been some information I missed. That would have suggested that the mall was a better answer on that data chunk. I mean, how... anyway. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Our news desk has just been informed that a detonation has occurred at the Circle Mall in Bonn. At this moment, police forces have secured the surrounding areas and are continuing to evacuate members of the public trapped inside. An emergency helicopter has been sighted at the location along with several ambulances. It is currently unknown how many people have been harmed due to the incident. We will continue to update this report as the situation develops. Police spokespeople have advised the public to keep clear of any area surrounding the Circle Mall at this time. Oh, man. Okay, so that should be everything new from there. And here was another article. This one was from July 2016. That was around the time of the demonstration where Cassandra assaulted the cop, I think. Alright, so we're going to skim this a bit. Okay. Oh, you know what? We read this one, didn't we? Oh, we did. We did, actually. Okay, however, this was from Nina. Where is she? Was she... No. Yeah, that's Nina. Alright, please reconsider. The guy hurt was only a goddamn cop, so Nina is not a fan of law enforcement. I bet this goes both ways, yeah. They had it coming for long. It was messy, I know, all the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. So Nina screwed something up. Interesting. What did she do for thought that she might have messed up? I don't know. It's a good question. But it's time to move on to the third day. Alright. Okay, so here's all the stuff we've learned on this day. Or, oh, this is everything over the past 2 days. Alright. Just briefly looking over that. Okay, let's move on. Episode 3, Unperson. Here we are again, after having stared into the abyss. Not unscathed, but alive, and still with a job. I was able to keep us in the business. My superiors don't want to give up on Orwell just yet. Needless to say, we cannot afford to repeat a failure like yesterday. The TMB is already starting to tear us apart. This Nina character is the final member of thought that we don't have concrete information on. Since Harrison's plan with the government building turned out to be a dead end, we need to get a clearer picture of this loose thread. Her stance towards law enforcement just gives us one more reason, as you found out yesterday. Focus on Nina, but keep watching all the others too. Okay, well, let's check out the listener here. So, this is from an unknown person to Harrison. Well, this looks like it might be Nina. Nope, this is Marka. Okay. Hey, forgot to charge my phone tonight, and yeah, so I have to do this the old-fashioned way. Really wanted to thank you for the very nice evening. I haven't enjoyed myself so much in, well, ever. Only to be topped by that night, that is. I was hoping you'd drop by CCC and come pick me up tonight. We can cook together, maybe watch something, and who knows, maybe continue where we left off. You in? Funny, I just realized that I've never been to your place, even after all these years we've known each other. So, I figure you're hiding another love affair of yours there, are you? Probably your ex, the one you've been talking about ever so often when I was around. Or this girl that's always yammering on about how she despised the safety bill, Nina, I think? Come to think of it, for all that torment, you owe me big time, so I really, really demand to come to your place. Love you. I guess that's Marka. You would think Marcia, but I guess it's Marca. Anyway, P.S. If you're going to the city center today, please, pretty please, take care of yourself with all the bombs and stuff. Don't stay any longer than necessary, okay? Okay, so Nina vehemently opposes the safety bill. Why would someone oppose the safety bill? We have the lowest crime rate in years, or possibly ever. You and me, we have a job thanks to the bill. The only reason to not support it is if you have a dirty past. With the situation as heated as it is, this sounds like someone we should have a very close look at. We need a full examination. First, a concrete background. Who is she? Second, what motivates her? What does she want? And finally, where was she around the time of the bombings? Alright, well, let's check the headlines. Got more details now. Alright, so catastrophe strikes the Circle Mall, kills 1. Okay, so 1 person killed, 3 others hospitalized. Delacroix refuses to give statement. Alright, yesterday evening, the Circle Mall in Bonton was hit by yet another terrorist bombing. Around 7:21 p.m., an explosive device detonated within the building, instantly killing a man and severely injuring 3 other persons. The interior of the mall was heavily damaged. Due to the attack, the Ministry of Security has ramped up police presence in the Bonton and Farview area. Catherine Delacroix, head of the ministry, is expected to come under fire from the media after previous claims that safety and investigations measures would be sufficient to prevent any further attacks. Delacroix has refused to give a statement, but the entire Ministry of Security is under pressure to present investigative success and to bring the perpetrators to justice. Alright, so they're going to be breathing down our necks here at Orwell, that's for damn sure, to get this stuff right. Now what else is here? Oh good, another opinion piece from Harrison. And this is from today, alright. Okay, calls on the citizens of the nation to show courage in the face of terror. So let's get something abundantly clear to begin with. I feel bad. I feel like a fucking moron, and rightly so. In last week's No article, I blabbered about how some bombs would soon go off in Bonton or Farview, at that time just to advertise my point of view. I'm truly sorry for everyone involved or affected by those terrible events. It never was my intention to ridicule or trivialize the attacks in Bonton. So he claims he predicted the assaults only to underline his argument, and then he condemns them. Well, of course he would. Strange way to underline one's argument. It's still peculiar you mentioned bombings before anything happened, but, well... Okay, well, if you've not been living under a rock, and a massive boulder at that, for the last couple of days, you absolutely must have heard that is pretty much exactly what went down. It's far beyond, I hate to say it, but I told you so. The fact that none of the announced bombings could be prevented by the new investigation methods naturally raised critical questions. How the hell is this possible at all when we have all the CCTV and new safety regulations out there? Why spend so much money for mechanisms that don't protect lives as they should? Why is there still no real suspect in sight, not even to mention in custody? These questions neglect one fact, though. People killing asswipes are among us. They are our neighbors. They're like you, they're like me. Mind you, they're most certainly not like me. It's tough for cameras or other automated safety systems to recognize a criminal or terrorist before he actually commits a crime. They cannot look into houses, and certainly, thankfully, cannot look into the soul of a passerby. We, the people of our great nation, must grow ever more vigilant. We ourselves must stand up for our safety, alongside of high-tech security mechanisms, as those can only work in addition to our own perception. Let's not get intimidated and not back down to some shitheads thinking they can spoil our way of life. Report suspicious things going on as soon as you learn about them. It's your duty to the community, but mostly yourself. Loose lips can also sink terrorist ships, figuratively speaking. Okay, so he's coming off as being pro-security mechanisms, but he also wants people to be more proactive. I kind of got the impression that what he was doing was enjoying the fact that the successful bombings were undermining the legitimacy of these security mechanisms. Because we have all this stuff in place because it supposedly keeps us safe, right? but it's not keeping us safe. So you would think that Harrison would then argue, it doesn't work. You know? So I don't know what the hell. He's right. We cannot save everyone, but we're still the watchful eye of the nation. Alright, what's going on over here? Okay, he's replied to that Marco person. Hey kiddo, you're abso-fucking-lutely right. One could rightly call that evening mind-blowing. And of course I'll pick you up tonight. I like this more you were talking of, and I think I'm in need of it big time. But let's not stay at my place tonight. It's utterly unfit for a lady like yourself. No lovers hidden there, only not-so-hidden leftovers and laundry. Especially not Juliet. I haven't heard anything of that bitch in months. I'm done with her, 'cause I'm with you now, my Marco. Pinky swear. And Nina? You mean anything will set me off? Angry outburst, Nina? Don't even get me started on her. She was my partner in crime a while ago, so to speak. That's it. So, babe, see you around 8 straight tonight. Okay. So he plans to stay away from his home today, on Saturday. Also, he claims that he's in a relationship with Marco and done with Juliet. And of course this will add Marco to our system. Yet another person. Juliet and Harrison were together? That one's news to me. What? I thought we already knew that. Guess it doesn't matter, it seems to be over now. Weren't they both in that band? And didn't we learn that they were together, and didn't he get pissed off at someone else for like flirting with her? Or am I thinking of someone else? I'm starting to wonder if I'm even remembering things correctly. Alright. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so Nina gets angry outbursts. And she was... let's see, enraged outbursts? Interesting. Keep looking for a reason behind this. So she was his partner in crime, whatever that means. I figured it was just figuratively speaking, like maybe they were together. Partners in crime? Okay, what crime? We might be taking that a little too literally. Okay, so there's other things up here, but there's still something in the headlines that we haven't checked. I guess it's this. Movie release endangered by lawsuit against director. This is probably pointless. Okay. Release on Valentine's Day is endangered over breach of contract. Okay, that no images of the movie would be made public without explicit consent of both actors, which was not the case for the edited movie poster that Iran shared online. Alright, so I guess that image right there violated their little agreement. Thrilling news. Just absolutely thrilling. Okay, nothing new here. So let's go here to the overview page. This is new, isn't it? No, it's not. That's Cassie's article, that's right. Okay, War on Indifference. This was written by Nina. Okay. The indifference towards their own rights is a worse enemy than the government itself when we are to overcome privacy-destroying surveillance laws. We are in a state of war against our own government. The declaration of war is the safety bill, the only gain of which is reinforcing the chokehold the party has on us. With this bill, they are screwing every single citizen of this country. Yet most people are ignorant to this. Most people simply don't care about their rights being wrestled from them. Why bother when I have nothing to hide is their default excuse. They feel safe in their cozy houses while the government slowly puts the muzzle to their forehead, ready to pull the trigger any second. With our move on the crowded Circle Mall in Boynton yesterday, our move, the first shots have been fired towards the lurking indifference among the populace. But they were merely warning shots, a friendly reminder that it's about time to take sides in this conflict. We cannot tolerate indifference. We will not accept it. If you're not with us on this, you're against us. Of course, this was from December of 2015. So they must have, this looks like they had some kind of demonstration in the mall. So yet again, yet again that a location of their demonstration in the past overlaps with the bombing location. So, frankly, I was in shock when I heard of the events in the mall. Again, this is not the events we're talking about now. How you, in particular, incited the crowd to directly threaten the visitors. Now I'm even more astounded by your writing. Scaring people to get attention to one's message. Really? This is what thought is about? You know, I agree people being oblivious in this matter is the problem's root. We have discussed this many times. We must get their attention carefully, though. Through interesting and remarkable events. We must make them think. Scaring them to death is the exact opposite. Scaring people is convincing them, Abe. People will only care about things that pose immediate threats to their life or lifestyle. Your own words. Surveillance is just too abstract a topic, too far away to grasp. They don't feel the danger of it, so we made them feel. It's as simple as that. Let us follow your argumentation for a moment. What did you achieve, then? You just upset innocent bystanders in a time when they're already deeply unsettled. This is the exact reason why they are so afraid and yearn for safety in the first place. You've just proven them and the government right. Violence cannot be the key, and thought shall not stand for that. So Abraham is not cool with violence. Alright, so... Okay, and then... Oh, I thought that there was... I didn't know there was more. Alright, anyway. So violence? There was no violence. No one was hurt. Frightened at best. Honestly, I think it wasn't even enough. We made some local press, but the big fish TMB didn't bite. No big deal at all. How are we going to reach the broad audience, the rethinking you wanted, if you're not willing to let us do something about it? And then old Harrison. Ladies, gents, can we all calm down a notch? Abe, you're totally right. We were fucking fire starters. We got a little bit carried away by the euphoria of finally getting our message out there. We didn't think straight for a moment. It's not going to happen again. So Harrison's a bit apologetic. And then Nina was not happy, because she says, thanks for stabbing me in the back when I needed you the most, Harry. Afterwards they're clever and feel sorry about their actions. It's always the same. This is not the right place for a discussion of this magnitude. We will have a word about it in our next meeting. There's still something here that I haven't... What is here that I haven't noted? Let's see, we did all those data chunks. Is it a new... No, it's not a new picture. We already submitted that. I don't know what we were missing there. It must be something. There's nothing else new. Alright, let's go back to it. What happens when we click on that? That goes to the overview. Maybe we can click here. Oh, yeah. So now we have the util handle for Nina. Awesome, so now we can snoop on that. Hey Sylv. Oh good, another unknown person. Hey Nina. Just wanted to ask if everything is fine? Yeah, don't worry, we're having a great time. Thanks for taking care even though it's Saturday. Don't mention it. How are you feeling? Still shitty. Nina, I hate to say it, so don't hold it against me, okay? I'm fine. No, you're not. You're worrying me. You always look so sad. Nothing to worry about. Could be relevant. Anything new on the love front? Nope. Only idiots on this singular portal thing you recommended, Sylv. So, that's another social media thing, but it seems like it's like a dating thing. So we're gonna have to find out what's up with that. Okay. Don't know how you got to find John among so much crap. I'm gonna remove the account. Yeah, it's 99% fools, but just keep it tight. Someone will come to the rescue. No thanks, I can rescue myself. Gotta work now. Thanks again, Sylv. Call you later. See you, girl, and cheer up. Singular. Welcome. Don't be single, be singular. Continue to your profile. Alright, and we have hacked right into Nina's profile. Let's see, so, hello concerned one, great to see you again. It's a good day to fall in love. This is your public profile. Everything you enter here is visible for any visitor. Okay, so she's in the bottom and far view area. And she was born in October 85. We've got a picture. And she's looking for men, so she's heterosexual. Not sure this is helping. I'm not going to argue with you, Symes. Any bit of information could be useful. Okay. So we have her height. Well, I mean, we need to know if we're, who she, like, what, if we're looking at the right person. It's not a problem to know what her height is. So don't bitch about that. You don't really have to. He'll probably give me some smart-ass response if I upload that. She likes hiking, climbing, Asian food, and the Beatles. She does not like suits, most movies, candlelight dinners, so don't even bother with that. There isn't really much to say. If you'd like to get to know me, ask away. And recent profile visitors. Alright, so I don't know if any of this other stuff is even relevant here. Dislikes suit wearers. See, I don't know, let's move on over here to your opinions. Your opinions help us to compare yourself with potential matches. Your answers are private and will only be used for your match score calculation. Here are your answers so far. What are you looking for most in a potential partner? So she's looking for financial stability. Who doesn't need a little bit of reliability in their lives? Is she striving to find that stability on her own accord? Any reason why she craves stability? How long do you wish your next relationship to last? Couple of years. Would you consider allowing your partner to see other people? Yes. Would you consider dating someone who does not want or dislikes children? No. Okay, this is where she'd like to go on vacation. How interested in politics are you? Quite a bit. We know this, but from the horse's mouth, so to speak. In the end, it all comes down to what degree of interest and which agenda. Cat or dog? Dog. If you turn a left-handed glove inside out, it fits. What is this question? Alright, to start a new conversation, visit the profile of your match. You may close a conversation whenever you feel like it. Your match will then be unable to message you unless you open it again. Alright, so we got this dude here. Hiya there, just saw your profile. You seem quite nice, so I wondered, do you have any more pictures? If so, let me know. Looking forward to hearing from you. And it wasn't a good match percentage, so... Oh, we can actually click on these. Oh, this clicks on the conversation. Hey, Blondie, I just came across your profile and I got stunned immediately by your striking beauty. I just had to message you. I wonder if you would spare some time for a lonely heart like me and go out with me sometime. We could go out and have a drink at Frank's. You know that one since you're from Bolton too, right? What about the weekend? Blondie? Seriously? I don't recall anyone ever calling me Blondie, and I am an 80s child. Great, me too. So when are we going out? We're not. Now I totally get why you're over 30 and still single. Arrogant bitch. Wow. Uh-oh, she spilled her name. Molly Schwartz. Come on, what's the problem here? There we go. Molly Schwartz. She's using a fake name, and such a peculiar one at that. Unless Nino was a fake name, and this is the real one, who knows? Okay, hi, concerned one. I just read your interesting profile, and it left me dying for more information. Now, here I am, asking away like you requested. If you dislike candlelight dinners and movies as you stated, guys would probably have a hard time dating you. That makes me wonder. What is it that you would like to do on a potential first date? Of course, I could resolve to just ask you out to the local Chinese place around the corner and just abandon all the candle part of the dinner. Still, that does seem a bit straightforward. I could really use a helping hand here. Care to lend me yours? Hi, Sam. It's kind of refreshing to read a decent message from time to time. If we were to go on a date, just ask me out to this local Chinese place you mentioned. I don't care much for dating rituals. Oh, hi, Molly. Great. Suits me well, because, no kidding here, I don't like this stuff either. I think most guys don't, though it is nice from time to time, especially with the right woman. Speaking of which, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about you, what the person behind the small picture and all those separate chunks of data is like. That's weird. What does Molly do for a living? What does she do when she's at home? Does she live all alone, or is there somebody waiting for her? Does she often get to climb? Please, Molly, feed a fool craving for each bit of knowledge about you. Don't let me starve. Hey, Sam, you're quite the dramatic guy, aren't you? Anyway, here I go. I work whatever I find, aka temp work. Alright, hope you weren't looking for someone with a shiny job title. I live in a small flat in between tons of industrial waste. Still with me? And indeed, I don't live alone. There is a special someone in my life. It's a man, and he is very important to me. He's also the reason I don't get to climb as much anymore. Jealous already? Don't be. It's my son, Michael. So she has a son. A single mother. Doesn't seem like the type to be involved with terrorist attacks. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily evident just from that information. Alright, so we're going to end today's episode right here, and next time we'll continue our investigation. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate it. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Orwell.